What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of the grid. And as you can see here, I have now in my possession Electronic Boy, My Life In and Out of Soft Cell by Dave Ball, R.I.P. So thank you to Kim, not only for sharing an incredible amount of music and introducing me to the grid, which is to say I knew Soft Cell going back to my youth, but was unaware of any of Dave Ball's other musical projects until Kim brought the grid to my attention, but she also sent me a holiday package which included this book. So yes, I've begun diving into it. I've only read, I'd say, the first several pages, but there are many, many chapters, and I am very keen to read it at this time when I think a lot of Soft Cell fans are thinking about and enjoying Dave's compositions and musical career. So yes, once again, thank you to Kim for sharing all manner of things, including written materials. And we're returning to the Grid's 456 album, 1992, and the next track in the playlist is Aquarium. When I looked at it, I actually thought of Camille Saint-Saëns and his Carnival of the Animals, because one of my favorite tunes from that multi-part piece is the Aquarium. Nevertheless, it makes me think about a physical location, a type of, what's the right word? I mean, it's a location, but a type of building, a type of environment for aquatic animals, but put there for the appreciation or didactic or academic purposes of human beings. And in that regard, or at least knowing that the Grid's tunes often are not so much like songs per se, but they are electronic tunes which may have vocals, may have samples, but which are not necessarily verse, chorus, I think it might be more a vibes type of tune where it gives us the feeling or atmosphere of being underwater or being among aquatic animals. So let's give it a listen. This is the Grid, the tune is Aquarium, and it's from the 1992 album 456. very much an atmospheric tune, very much giving me underwater, marine type of atmosphere. In particular, I mean, there were a few, that sort of lazy, I think, guitar that definitely gave me a flowing day after day in an endless wave, as I think the phrasing was. That gave me that kind of feeling. But there was this little, like, synth flourish, like burp, 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 burp. It sort of had this, like, upward quality to it. And that very much, like, made me think of being underwater in an aquarium. Now, it sounds like it's an outdoor aquarium. Indeed, we get visual references as well as, like, kinetic ones. Again, like, flowing on an endless wave day after day. But we also had the reference to, I think, like, under the moonlight and so on. But there were parts of the lines which kind of felt like, at the very least, like, metaphors or potential metaphors for, like, intimacy. So I don't know, like, if it's like being in an aquarium of emotion. Maybe some of the lines are about, like, physical intimacy. Of course, they're the kind of lines that you could take it at different levels. But yeah, it's funny because about a minute and a half, like maybe even 2 minutes into the tune, I thought, okay, for sure it's an instrumental. And then her voice came in. I do enjoy her voice. I don't know if that's just sampled from something else or recorded specifically for the tune. But yeah, she had a very, like, hypnotic and, like, underwater fitting type of voice, or at least vocal delivery on this track. And yeah, I just love the mellow vibes. I do think there's some conceptual meaning sonically and maybe thematically as it relates to the concept of an aquarium. But yes, just really compelling tune, kind of a mellow track. Definitely not like a dance floor track. A number of their tunes have had that, like, you know, steady kick drum. This one was slower, like more down tempo and ambient, so I enjoyed that very much. So yeah, a slightly, at least from what I've heard over the first couple albums, more atypical grid track, but one that I am very, very fond of. So looking forward to re-listening to that one. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.